ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् विघ्नोपशान्तये। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। अपार करुणासिन्धुं ज्ञानदं शान्तरूपिणं श्रीचन्द्रशेखरगुरुं प्रणमामि मुदान्वहम्। परित्यज्य मौनपटादस्थितिं च व्रजन् भारतस्य प्रदेशात् प्रदेशम् मधुस्यन्दिवाचा जनान् धर्ममार्गेण श्रीजयेन्द्रो गुरुर्वादिचित्ते नमामः शङ्करान् वाक्यविजयेन्द्र सरस्वतीं श्रीगुरुं शिष्टमार्गानुनेतारं सन्मतिप्रदं सद्गुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। So in Srimad Bhagavatam, we are looking at chatushloki Bhagavatam, where Bhagavan Sriman Narayana himself, he explains about the Atma Tattvam to Chaturmukha Brahma. So the Chaturmukha Brahma, he has to create this Srishti. Bhagavan has created all the Sthula, Sukshma, Panchabhutas. Bhagavan has created all the raw materials for the creation, and Bhagavan has created Chaturmukha Brahma, husband of Saraswati, in order to take it further. And then Chaturmukha Brahma has got lots of questions. So he thought that, okay, I can create. Chaturmukha Brahma also does not create from scratch, because all the gross elements have already been created by Bhagavan. All the jivas, Chaturmukha Brahma don't have to create from scratch because they were already there. According to our Shastra, these jivas are eternal. Okay, jivas, if we accept that jivas exist, there are some technical ifs and buts, but let us not go there for now. Let us accept that there are many jivas, and if the many jivas exist, where are, how, when are these jivas created? Or these jivas were never created. These jivas exist from previous pralayam. Just like how I have a tree, and that tree will give a seed. The essence of the tree will be present in that seed. And when that seed goes to a next place, the seed will come into another tree. The seed will become another tree. In the same way, during the previous Srishti, we were all existed. During the previous Srishti, we were all existed. There were no time where we did not exist. Natvevaham jatunasam natvam neme janadipaha nachaiva na bhavishyamaha sarve vayamatah param, says Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. He uses double negative in that shloka. Hey Arjuna, there were no time where you, I, and all these things were non-existing. We were all existing at all the time. During Pralaya, what will happen? All these jivas will take a Sukshma Swarupa and go bind with Bhagavan. And in the next Srishti, what will happen? These jiva will come forth. So whatever the experience that I experience now, it is the result of my previous karmas. So we can never ask, okay, how did the first Srishti happen? Because first Srishti does not happen. First Srishti did not happen. First Srishti did not happen. Why? Because according to our concept of time, time is not linear, time is cyclic. So Brahmaji worried that, okay, I created, I only act as an instrument, nimitta matram. I create all these things. What will these people do? If they are happy, they will praise me. Okay, that is fine. I can take lots of praises. But unfortunately, these people are not always happy. They are going to be sad. And what are they going to do? They are going to hurt me. They are going to curse me. ரொம்ப நன்னா இருக்கட்டும்பா சொல்லுவோம். என் தலையில அப்படி எழுதி வச்சானோன்னு ரொம்ப நன்னா இருக்கட்டும். ஐயோ இவனுங்க வாயிலெல்லாம் நான் விழுந்தேன்னா என்னத்துக்கு ஆறுதுன்னு பிரம்மாவுக்கு பயம் வந்துருத்தோம். எனக்கு கர்த்திருத்தம் வந்துருத்தோம்னா என்ன பண்றது? இவாள்லாம் இப்படி திட்டுவாளே, இவா திட்டினான்னா நான் என்ன பண்றது? இப்படி எல்லாம் வந்தா நம்ம என்ன பண்ண முடியும்? இது என்ன வெளியில போறவன இன்னொத்தையும் எடுத்து ஏதோ ஒரு இதுக்குள்ள விட்டுக்கிறன்ற மாதிரி ஒரு இது வந்துடும். ஓ பிரம்மாவுக்கு பகவான் சிருஷ்டி தத்துவத்தை ஆத்ம தத்துவத்தை பகவானுக்கு உபதேசம். In these shlokas, only 4 shlokas, fully loaded shlokas. The actual Bhagavan's words are 4 shlokas. And then there are a couple of shlokas in the front and in the back. So in the last class, we saw Jnanam Paramaguhyam me Yatvijnana Sadanvitam Sarahasyam Tadangancha Grihana Gatitam Maya Yavanaham Yada Bhavo Yadrupa Gunakarmakaha Tathaiva Tattva Vijnanam Mastute Madanugrahat. And here Bhagavan says, hey, this is Jnanam, this is Vijnanam, this is Paramaguhyam. Only a few people will know. Yesterday, last class, I told you that it does not mean that it has to be kept secretively. It only means that only few people can understand. Theory of relativity. How many people can understand? Only a handful of people in this universe, in this world, can understand the theory of relativity. Everybody reads theory of relativity. The same way everybody reads Vedanta, everybody reads Bhagavad Gita, everybody reads Bagavatham. But how many people really understand the meaning of that? It is a big question, right? That is why Krishna says, Jnanam Paramaguhyam me. Yadvijnana Samanvitam Sa Rahasyam Tadangancha Grihana Gaditam Maya. Don't worry, Brahma, I am going to tell you. Yavanaham Yata Bhavo Yadrupa Gunakarmakaha Tataiva Tattva Vijnanam Asute Madhu Anugrahat. And people can get this Jnana only with Bhagavan's Anugraham. Avan Arulale Avantal Vanangi. Only with Bhagavan's Anugraham we can get this. Without Bhagavan's Anugraham, Jnanam is not possible. I cannot stress this enough because there are a lot of misconception, especially in the field of Vedanta. Mahapariva scrolling them as English Vedantis in his Devatam Kuran. Even though we also study Vedanta in English, let us not fall into that lot. Let us use English only as a medium for communication, not as a thought process. Ahameva sameva agre nanyadhyat sadasat param paschadaham yadetacha yogvasishyeta sosmyaham. The shloka we saw in the last class. Vitirtham yat pratiyeta na pratiyeta chatmani tadvidyadatmano maya yatha bhaso yatha tamaha. Krishna is explaining the maya tattvam to Brahman. Hey Brahmaji, that so the previous shloka he says ahameva sameva agre nanyadastat nanyad sadasat param. Hey Brahma, I am that one entity who has been present since the beginning. I am that one entity which has been there since the beginning. Paschadaham yadetacha yogvasishyeta sosmyaham. And when all these creation is destroyed during Pralaya, I am going to be remain. In the last class, we saw the example. This is called as the cause and the effect. Karana Karya Sambandha. So Bhagavan is establishing Karana Karya Sambandha with this universe. And in the last class, we took an analogy of gold and golden ornaments. Golden ornaments are Karanam. Gold is Karanam. Golden ornaments are Karyam. What is the relationship between gold and golden ornaments? Gold is the Karanam, the cause. Golden ornaments are Karyam, the effect. Now, when we probe further, we find that the effect is pervaded by the cause. The effect is pervaded by the cause, and in the effect, nothing but the cause exists. Can you show me if I go buy 10 grams of golden bangle? Can you find even 1 gram of a vastu called as bangle in the golden bangle? We cannot find. If I buy 10 grams of golden bangle, it is going to have 10 grams of gold, not 9 grams of gold and 1 gram of bangle. Even though we call it golden bangle. Even though we call it as golden bangle, the word bangle has got only a notional existence. The word bangle has got only a notional existence. What exists is only the gold. Clay pot. Clay pot. The word pot has got a notional existence. What exists is clay. Unfortunately, what we do, we have bangle and pot as noun, gold and clay as adjective. That is why it says Vacharambanam Vikaro Namadi. You cannot communicate this because when we try to communicate, we put the emphasis on those things which do not exist. Bangle is noun. What is gold now? Gold is just an adjective that supports the noun. But what really happens? Bangle, gold is not supported by bangle. Bangle is supported by gold. Gold is what which is important. A bangle can come now, go tomorrow. Golden bangle, golden chain, golden ring. Bangle will come go, chain will come and go, ring will come and go. But what exists is only gold. In the same way, the whole universe is Bhagavan's universe. Universe can come and go. What exists is Bhagavan. What exists is only Bhagavan. Except Bhagavan, nothing else exists. ऋतेर्थं यत् प्रतीयेत न प्रतीयेत चात्मनि तद्विद्यादात्मनो मायां यथा भासो यथा तमः. In the same way, ऋतेर्थं यत् प्रतीयेत न प्रतीयेत. So if I have the gold and the bangle example, if you try to remove gold from bangle, what exists? Nothing exists. He says, Ritertham yat pratiyeta na pratiyeta. Without the cause, if you take the cause from the effect does not exist. If you take gold from a golden bangle, the bangle ceases to exist. In the same way, When Atma is removed from that universe, the universe will stop existing. The universe will cease to exist without Atma. Again, we have to be very, very careful. All these are only an mental exercise. You can never remove gold from a golden bangle. A notional removal. No, you cannot even conceive a bangle, a golden bangle without gold. In the same way, don't think that, okay, here is universe. I'm going to physically remove, just like how I take Vennai from more. தயிர்ல இருந்து வெண்ணெய் எடுக்கிற மாதிரி இந்த யூனிவர்ஸ்ல இருந்து பகவான் எடுக்க முடியுமான்னு பார்க்க முடியாது. நம்ம பேங்கிள்ல இருந்து எப்படி கோல்டை எடுக்கவே முடியாதோ அதே மாதிரி இந்த யூனிவர்ஸ் வந்து பகவானை எடுக்கவே முடியாது. பகவான் கேன் நெவர் பி ரிமூவ் ஃப்ரம் யூனிவர்ஸ். But if you try to remove Bhagavan, then you cannot. You cannot even think of removing Bhagavan from. But the difference between the gold and golden bangle, the universe and Bhagavan example is that everybody can see that the bangle is pervaded by gold. Everybody can see that the bangle is pervaded by gold. But here, how many people can see Bhagavan? The universe is pervaded by Bhagavan. Not a lot of people. Because the gold and golden bangle is so simple. Everybody can see that all the golden ornaments are pervaded by gold. Even though we have different names and forms for the gold, in the end it is all gold. We can understand. But that cannot be said so in the case of Bhagavan and universe because of Bhagavan's Maya. Here we say, tadvidyadatmano mayam yata bhaso yatha tamaha. Hey, just like how the planet Rahu exists, we call Navagraham. In that Navagraham, only 7 things are there, physically there. Rahu and Ketu, they don't have any physical existence. They are only chaya, they are only shadow. If you try to understand the shadow needs an adhishtanam for its existence. The shadow just cannot come out of out of the blue. Shadow cannot come. Shadow needs an adhishtanam, a supporter. As long as the supporter exists, the shadow will exist. The moment the supporter vanishes, the shadow will also vanish. In the same way, Bhagavan is the adhishtanam for the entire universe. Just like how the gold is adhishtanam for ornaments. What is adhishtanam? A support. Gold is the support for a bangle. If you try to remove gold, bangle cease to exist. In the same way, when you try to remove Bhagavan, universe cease to exist. But we see different entities surrounding us. I don't see Bhagavan anywhere. Even though it is all pervaded by Bhagavan, I only see a clip. I see a computer. I see a book. I see a table. I see different bodies, but I don't see Bhagavan. Hey, this is because of my Maya. Don't get deluded. It is because of my Maya you are seeing all these things. That's why it is absolutely important that we look for things that are exist. That is why in Tiruppural, Thiruvalluvar has dedicated 10 Tiruppural for Mei Unardal. Mei na the truth. Bhagavan is the truth. Satyameva Jayate. Sadvastu is only Bhagavan. ஓர்த்துள்ளம் உள்ளது உணரின் ஒருதலையா போர்த்துள்ள வேண்டா பிறப்பு. எப்பொருள் எத்தன்மை தாயினும் அப்பொருள் மெய்ப்பொருள் காண்பது அறிவு. நம்ம இதுக்கு அதர் குரல் விடம் heard it many times. எப்பொருள் யார் யார் வாய் கேட்பினும் அப்பொருள் மெய்ப்பொருள் காண்பதறிவு. But he also says, எப்பொருள் எத்தன்மை தாயினும் அப்பொருள் மெய்ப்பொருள் காண்பதறிவு. Tanmai, the nature of book is different. Nature of a water bottle is different. Nature of a cell phone is different. They all have different tanmai. They all have different form, different size, different texture, different utilities. But what is the real jnanam? Real jnanam is to understand that all these things are Bhagavan. எப்பொருள் எத்தன்மைத்து ஆயினும் அப்பொருள் மெய்ப்பொருள் காண்பதறிவு. That மெய்ப்பொருள், மெய் அப்படின்ற சத்தியம், சத்வஸ்து. The moment you look at the sadvastu, that is the real knowledge. The moment you look at the real vastu, that is the knowledge. Then what is ignorance now? பொருளல்லவற்றை பொருளென்று உணரும் மருளானாம் மானா பிறப்பு. Real knowledge is to understand the மெய்ப்பொருள் behind everything, and avidya, which is the cause of the birth and death. மானா பிறப்பு. பிறப்பு இறப்பிற்கு காரணம் அவித்யை. அவித்யைனா என்னன்னா பொருளல்லவற்றை பொருளென்று உணரும் பொருளான். I take the world as ever existing. These are not the real vastus. The things that are surrounding me, they are not the real vastus. But when I understand that, when I falsely understand these are real vastus, marulanam mana pirappu, that is the reason for your birth and death. That is the reason for samsara, says Thiruvalluvar in Tirukkural. And when a person understands the real nature of this universe as Bhagavan, what is the phalamna? Moksham. Katru ஈண்டு மெய்ப்பொருள் கண்டார் தலைப்படுவர் மற்றீண்டு வாராமிரி. கற்று ஈண்டு மெய்ப்பொருளை கண்டார். When you want to understand the மெய்ப்பொருள், the sadvastu, you have to know. Katru. Jnanam is the only way to get moksha. And if a person reads, studies, understands this thing, katru ஈண்டு மெய்ப்பொருள் கண்டார். Person reads, studies and understands the மெய்ப்பொருள். Which மெய்ப்பொருள்னா? That மெய்ப்பொருள் that Bhagavan says, hey, I am that adhisthana. I am the adhisthana upon which everything else is existing. A person understands that, what is the phalamna? Katru ஈண்டு மெய்ப்பொருளை கண்டார் எங்கே தலைப்படுவார்? மற்றீண்டு வாரானெறி தலைப்படுவார். That says nacha punaravartate, nacha punaravartate. அப்படிங்கிறது. What is mokshamna? That from which you will never return. Point of no return is called as moksha. அது அப்படியே தமிழ் படுத்துறார். மற்ற ஈண்டு வாரா நெறின்னு தமிழ் படுத்துறார் இங்க. That from which you will never come back. Because all of us jivas, we live in this janma, we go somewhere. After this janma is over, we go to Swargaloka or Vaikunta or Kailasa. We stay there for some time and then we'll come back. And then we will come back. Shrine Punye Martilokam Vishanti. When the Punya, we go to Swargaloka, we have a visa, just like how we go to US with a valid visa, and when the visa time expires, he will send you back. The same way as Swargaloka, you will go with a visa. And when the visa time expires, he will come back. That is called as samsara, punarapi maranam, punarapi jananam, punarapi janani, jatale shayanam, iga samsare, bhagusurtare, Rupaya pare, payimurare, bhajagovindam, govindam, bhajamudam. But what happens to moksha? You will never come back. You will escape the shackles of samsara. That's what here Gurudeva says. Hey, that person who katru ஈண்டு மெய்ப்பொருளை கண்டவர் மற்றீண்டு வாரானெறி தலை. அதே விஷயத்த இப்ப கிருஷ்ணர் சொல்றத திருவள்ளுவர் இங்க சொல்றார். யதா மகாந்தி யதேர்த்தம் யத் பிரதீயேத ந பிரதீயேத சாத்மனி தத்வித்யாதாத்மனோ மாயாம் யதா பாசோ யதா தமஹ யதா மகாந்தி பூதானி பூதேஷு சாவசேஷ்வனோ பிரவிஷ்டானி அப்பிரவிஷ்டானி ததா தேஷு ந தேஷ்வ. A very important shloka, the meaning of which we will see in the next class. We have seen shloka number 33. Shloka number 33. We will see from shloka number 34 later. When I say 33, 34, this is the actual numbering that is followed in Srimad. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnam